Hello students, I'm teacher Debbie. Welcome to another session in English. So what are we doing today? Today we are not doing an English lesson, nor are we doing a poem. Today we are doing a book report. What are we doing today? A book report. Now before we go to knowing what is a book report, we have another step before that. So you have all read storybooks. You all have a lot of storybooks at home. And I'm sure during this lockdown, you have been reading. So the first thing you have to do is read a storybook to write a book report. Now here I've got some books. I've just got 2 books for you just to show you what is a storybook. Here's the first one, The Adventures of Pinocchio. I'm sure many of you have read this book. It's a very interesting book. So, Adventures of Pinocchio. So, this is a storybook. This is the cover of the book. Yes? Now, it is written by Carlo Collodi. It is written by Carlo Collodi. Carlo Collodi is the author. And then you go on to read the whole book till the end of it. Here's another book. 3 Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. 3 Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. I'm just showing you these 2 books to show you what are storybooks and how you have to read the book from the beginning to the end. So the first step is you take a storybook and you read the book thoroughly, understand it. Just don't read half and say, okay, I know I've read the book. No, you have to read the book from the beginning to the end. Only then you can write a book report. You also have to have a dictionary handy, because to write the book report you need the dictionary as well. So let's see how we do it. We start with the book report. Once you have read the book, once you finish reading the book, here you start. You first write, now this is the sample of the book report. Don't worry about this. I will send this through the Google Classroom. I've written it here for you again so that you can see it. So first you have to write your name. Then you have to write your class and your division. Now the first thing actually what about the book report you have to write is name of the book. So suppose you are reading Adventures of Pinocchio. You will write Adventures of Pinocchio. You will write Adventures of Pinocchio. You will write this. Now the author, who is the author of the book? I don't know if you can see it. It is Carlo Collodi. Carlo Collodi is the author of the book. Now here is something called category. Category of the book. They have given you options of fiction and reference. What is fiction? Fiction is a book that is written and it is not a true story. A book that is written, but it is not, the story in the book is not true. It is made up. So that's called fiction. Now reference, I think most of you it will be fiction because you are going to read a storybook. For the beginning, please read a storybook. Reference means books that you refer to for information. Like you refer to the dictionary, you refer to maybe history, geography books, you refer to encyclopedias. These are all called reference books. When you refer to a book or you look up a book for information, it is called reference. It comes in the reference section. When you read storybooks which are written by authors, just stories to enjoy, made up by them, it is called fiction. So I think most of you will have to take fiction. Okay? For now, please read a storybook that is simple and it is just written by someone just for enjoyment. Then you have to write words I did not know of before. Now this is very important because it's only when you read the book thoroughly that you will come across words that you have never seen or read before. So you have to read the book thoroughly, and as you are reading, you underline the words that you don't know. underline them, then you take up your dictionary and look for the word in the dictionary and find the meaning of it. After you find the meaning, you write the word. Like suppose I found the word hawker. I say I found the word hawker. This is say a word that I've never heard before. So I look it up in the dictionary, I look up the meaning, and then I write the meaning. So who is a hawker? A person who sells things from place to place. A person who sells things from place to place. So this is the meaning of a hawker. Similarly, you can look up the words that you come across for the first time and write the meaning. Now I have written 2 words, but you can find more than 2 words. You don't have to stick to 2. You can find 2, 4, any other number. The next one is characters I found interesting and why. Now what are characters? Now when you read a story, you will come across people in the book. Now always the characters need not be people. Sometimes it's about a dog. It's about any animal. So the character could be anything in the book. So whichever character you like or you found interesting, you can write the names of the 2 characters that you found interesting, and you must also write why you found them interesting. What was so interesting about those 2 characters? Then the next thing is anything new I have learned from this book. When you read the book, you always find something new. Maybe the moral of the story, maybe there's a message in the story. Something maybe about honesty or about not telling lies or about kindness. There's some message in most books. So you can write that if you have learnt it for the first time, or even if you have heard it before. It's nothing like writing it and reassuring yourself. So write it here again. Now the next thing is this book. Now you have to write this book was easy or difficult. They've given you 2 options here again, whether the book was easy or difficult to read and understand. So if the book was difficult, you take difficult. If the book was easy to read, you take easy. The next thing is whether you found this book interesting or boring. I don't think it would be boring because you wouldn't then read the book and complete it. Yes? So I think most books will be interesting, and that's why you have read it from beginning to end. So read books which are interesting. And then last, you can write anything I would like to add. Anything that you would like to add about the book, you can write it down. If you don't have anything to add, you can leave that. But all the other steps you have to complete. The last one is optional. If you find something interesting that you want to add, you can add. But otherwise, all this you have to write. So again, I'll just go over this again, once again. Name of the book, you write the name of the book. If it's Adventures of Pinocchio, or whether it's 3 Men in a Boat, The Ugly, whatever. You write the name of the author, very important. You write the category. As I told you, it will normally be fiction for you. Words I did not know before. You can write 2 or more words, and also the meaning. Now, I've not written meaning here, but you have to write the meaning. Characters I found interesting and why. So you name 2 characters, write their names, and write down why you found them interesting. And then anything new I have learned from this lesson, from the book or from the story. So you write down what you have learned. Whatever message that the story has given you, you can put it down here. And then of course these are the options that you have to tick, whether it was easy or difficult, whether the book was interesting or boring. Now don't worry about this, children. I will be sending this to you through the Google Classroom. Hope you have understood how to write a book report. Yes? Are you very clear about it? Okay. So please understand. Also, very important, once again I'm repeating, read the book thoroughly from beginning to end. Only if you read the book thoroughly and understand it, will you be able to write a book report. Now you can start first with 1 book report, and if you read more books, you can continue writing book reports, not a problem. You can write 1, 2, 3, as many as you like. But you start with 1 first. Once you write 1 book report, then it will be very easy for you. Okay, so children, hope you have understood how to write a book report and what is a book report. Yes? Thank you for listening. See you soon. Till then, take care.